From the block parties of the Bronx to the global stage, hip-hop has always been a competitive sport. It's a culture built on battles, lyrical showdowns, and rivalries that define eras. But sometimes those rivalries escalate into something more. Notorious beefs that leave a permanent mark on the music and the culture. These are the stories of conflict, competition, and classic diss tracks. Get ready to explore the 5 most notorious hip-hop beefs that shook the industry to its core. First up, the feud that defined an era. Tupac Shakur versus the Notorious B.I.G. Once friends, their bond fractured under the weight of coastal tensions and industry politics, spiraling into the infamous East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. Tupac's fiery accusations on tracks like Hit 'Em Up were met with Biggie's cool, calculated responses. The conflict captivated fans, forcing them to choose sides in a battle that tragically ended with the loss of 2 of the greatest voices in hip-hop history. Next, we have the battle for the crown of New York, Jay-Z versus Nas. This was a lyrical war between 2 of Queensbridge and Brooklyn's finest, each vying for the title of the King of New York. Jay-Z's takeover was a direct assault, but Nas's blistering response, Ether, is widely considered one of the most devastating diss tracks ever recorded. The beef was a masterclass in lyrical warfare, ultimately ending with a truce and mutual respect. Then there was the clash between 50 Cent and Ja Rule. This was more than just a musical disagreement. It was a street-level feud that spilled onto the airwaves. 50 Cent's relentless, aggressive disses dismantled Ja Rule's career at its peak, shifting the sound of mainstream hip-hop towards a grittier, more gangster-focused narrative. The beef demonstrated the raw power of perception and how quickly an artist's public image could be reshaped. Even the most powerful groups can crumble from within, as seen with NWA and Ice Cube. Feeling cheated out of his rightful earnings, Ice Cube left the group and launched a solo career, firing shots back at his former crew. The resulting diss track, No Vaseline, was an unapologetic and brutal takedown of his former bandmates and their manager Jerry Heller, forever changing the group's legacy. Finally, we go back to one of hip-hop's foundational conflicts, the Bridge Wars. This was a battle for historical credit, pitting KRS-One in the Bronx against Marley Marl and the Queensbridge-based Juice Crew. The question was simple: where did hip-hop originate? Songs like The Bridge and South Bronx weren't just disses. They were historical documents, with each crew fiercely defending their borough's claim as the true birthplace of the culture. From coastal rivalries to internal disputes, beef is woven into the very fabric of hip-hop. These conflicts, though often intense and sometimes tragic, have pushed artists to their lyrical peaks and created some of the most memorable moments in music history. They are a testament to the passion, pride, and fierce competition that continue to drive the culture forward, proving that in hip-hop, the battle is just as important as the victory.